When a charter jet coming from Nairobi touched down in Johannesburg, South African officials expected a routine arrival. Instead, they found 153 Palestinians from Gaza who couldn't explain why their passports had no exit stamps, who had no accommodation arranged, and who had been sitting on the plane for almost 12 hours. No one in the South African government had been told they were coming, and the organisation that arranged the flight seems to barely exist beyond a website created less than a year ago. So, what's going on? Well, what we do know, based on a recently published Haaretz expose, is that a Tomer Lint is behind the organisation working to facilitate the flights. He's an Israeli-Estonian national with a trail of companies registered in the UK and Dubai, some inactive, some listing disconnected numbers, and none with a clear operational footprint. When contacted, Lint didn't deny arranging the flights, but he refused to say who is funding the operation or what his role actually is. We also know that the flight was coordinated by a group calling itself Al-Majd Europe. Al-Majd advertises evacuations for Muslim communities from conflict zones and charges Palestinians around $2,000 for a seat on a charter plane to countries such as South Africa and Indonesia. But the more those investigating looked at Al-Majd, the less it resembled a functioning humanitarian organisation. The site itself has no address or phone number. What is provided is a location in Sheikh Jarrah in occupied East Jerusalem. But when an Al Jazeera journalist went to the address, she found nothing. No office, no signage, no indication the organisation operates there at all. The site also says that the company was founded in Germany, but Haaretz found that no organisation by that name is registered there. Even Al-Majd itself appears to acknowledge the confusion. A warning on its site says that people are impersonating its staff and soliciting money through fake numbers. And just days earlier, another flight carrying 176 Palestinians arrived in Johannesburg under similarly unclear circumstances. Perhaps most crucially, Haaretz reports that Israel's Voluntary Immigration Bureau, a defense ministry unit established this year explicitly to promote what Israel calls voluntary immigration of Palestinians from the Gaza Strip, referred Al-Majd to the Israeli military to coordinate departures from Gaza. Now here's why it's important. For months, senior Israeli officials have spoken openly, sometimes enthusiastically, about pushing Palestinians to leave Gaza. From Itamar Ben-Gvir,
הכי מוסרי, הכי נכון, לא בכפייה, אבל להגיד להם, אנחנו נותנים לכם את האפשרות, לכו מכאן לארצות אחרות, ארץ ישראל שלנו.
to Bezalel Smotrich,
האזרחים העזתים מרוכזים בדרום, מיואשים לחלוטין, מבינים שאין שם תוחלת ואין מה לחפש בעזה, ומחפשים רילוקיישן להתחיל חיים חדשים במקומות אחרים.
to former Foreign Minister Eli Cohen.
לשלוח מייל, תשאירו רק את הכתובת של המדינה ואנחנו נפנה. ולכן אתה רואה שהכל מס שפתיים.
The UN warned as early as December 2023 that this rhetoric appears to demonstrate a clear aim of Israel's genocide in Gaza, what activists have long argued is a way for Israel to advance its ethnic cleansing of Palestinians. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa has pledged to get to the bottom of the mysterious plane that arrived in his land carrying 153 Palestinians who he said had apparently been flushed out of Gaza by Israel. Palestinians looking to find safety that Israel had denied them at home. But so far, Al-Majd's flights raise more questions than answers. Who approved them? Who financed them? And why is an organisation with almost no verifiable infrastructure, run by a man unwilling to explain his role, coordinating international movement out of Gaza in direct contact with an Israeli military bureau created to promote Palestinian immigration?